All right, guys, back in the Saints locker room. We're here in the section where the Saints offensive linemen hang out together. We're going to start right here with Jahri Evans. Jahri, first of all, what's it like to be headed to the Super Bowl?
Oh, man, it's unbelievable, man. The feeling is unreal. It's, we're sitting here, just sitting in the moment, and, it's unexplainable.
A defensive front that everybody kept talking about, those second coming of the Purple People Eaters, you guys kept Drew pretty clean this whole game.
Yeah, that was a game plan, to keep him off Drew, be able to let him read the reads and get the ball down the field to those guys. That's what we did today.
Congratulations. Let's go down here. Let's move down to Carl next. Carl, second year in the NFL, you're headed to the Super Bowl. It doesn't get much better than that.
No, it doesn't. It feels like a dream. It doesn't feel real yet. I'm not going to lie. I'm shocked, flabbergasted.
What was it like out there in the trenches in a game? It's like an instant classic. I mean, it's an overtime game.
I mean, Kevin Williams told me on the field, man, it's a dogfight. And he was just like, would you want it any other way? I said, man, you're right. It was a straight dogfight, all out war, overtime. Fighting, we had the lead, they had the lead. If they could have scored, we got the turnover. It was just emotional roller coaster. I loved it.
What stands out most to you, besides the Garrett Hartley kick to win it, to send it to overtime? What stands out most to you?
Man, just looking at my teammates' eyes in that last little drive when we had to get that field goal, and you could see that everybody wanted to win, and they were going to do whatever it took to win. And that right there, I'll never forget it.
You guys all stay so close. Jamal Brown over here, and he's pointing to he wants a ring. Jamal Brown, you're going to get a Super Bowl ring.
Oh, yes, man. My boys right here, they're going to take it all the way. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby. We're going to the Super Bowl.
What was the feeling like? And I know you wanted to be out there. It's been a tough year for you on the injury front, but your team, your offensive line, this group, I mean, they played about as well as they could have played.
Definitely, especially Jammal Bushrod, man. He went out there and stepped up. A lot of pressure was on him, except for this game, and he went out there and performed. I don't think I heard Jared Allen's name called more than once, and Bushrod held it down, though, so happy for him.
Taught him a lot.
Oh, yeah, he watched, and then, he just critiqued some stuff and, got his own thing.
Very good. And he's standing right here. Let's get him. Jermon, what a game against Jared Allen. What a game overall.
Yeah, man. We went in there with a plan, man. We executed. We came out with a W. So, got to love that.
You got to love the challenge. Everybody was kind of pointing to this, and Bobby McCray goes up against you in practice. He gets you ready for a guy like Jared Allen. He gets you ready, and you go out and perform, realizing so many eyes were on that section after what Jared Allen did last week to Tony Romo and the Cowboys.
Well, we always put an emphasis on preparation, in practice in the week leading up to the game, and these past 2 weeks might be the best 2 weeks of practice we ever had, man. And we came out and we executed. We did what we said we were going to do, man. We followed the plan, man. We came in with a W, and that just feels unreal right now.
What stands out most to you? I mean, it's one of those games where, as a fan, you're watching, you're holding your breath. People wanted to throw up in the press box. I can't imagine what it was like to be on the field, having to function, having to protect Breeze, having to open up holes and stop a guy like Jared Allen.
Man, we all just went out there and just played our hearts out, man. And, that's one thing that we emphasized, during the week. Even today, we just go out there and we all play hard. You can see it with everybody on all three phases of the ball. We all went out there. We played as hard as we could for each other, man. And look where we are.
Why do you think this offensive line was so successful today, and you in particular on that left side?
Like I said earlier, we had a plan. We went in there with a plan. We had to be balanced up front. That's something we knew we wanted to do. We had to be balanced in the play calling, and Coach Payton was great at that. And in past situations, man, we had to have a plan and know where where Jared was at all times, man. We came away with a W.
Jared Allen last week, next game, Dwight Freeney. Any thoughts on the Colts and one of the top speed rushers in the game of football?
Just looking forward to another, tremendous challenge. That's about it.
We'll see you in Miami. Congratulations.
See you in Miami.
That's it. Saints offensive line, it sure does. From Carl Nix to Jahri Evans. We didn't get Jonathan Goodwin, but you're talking about an offensive line full of Pro Bowl guys, full of guys who belong in the Pro Bowl. They don't care that they're not going to be playing next Sunday because they want to be playing in 2 weeks, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing after an overtime thriller here at the Superdome that this offensive line was a huge part of. Victor, Paul, we'll send it back to you guys in the CST studio.